Melissa Smith. It's like, oh my god, I'm so excited to be able to start with them now because they had great references. Or maybe they just say one little thing and know it's enough to say, you know what? You have to give them permission to give you their opinion. It's also good advice, so you know you're coming. Melissa Smith. But if you're looking for a real virtual assistant, this person will be able to recognize your needs. John Jantsch. In terms of productivity, I know I've talked several times with people who, over the years, had hired a virtual assistant, and I felt it was more of a job to update them. And I didn't know what to tell them. Is here John Jantsch. In terms of attitude, you make a point because I've seen a lot of people think it's time you had a virtual assistant. Melissa Smith. When I want to create more presence on Instagram, I say, dude, I really don't feel comfortable on Instagram. But it's definitely a popular platform. Is here. And the most important question customers ask when they work with me is, where can I find the right VA? But ironically, virtual assistants have the same question, where to find the right customers. And I thought, why don't these two people meet? They are looking for each other. Melissa Smith. But it really changed the number of executives and high-level people working, didn't it? Your time is very important. Melissa Smith. So when I think about a vacation and how I'm going to use that money, how much money I'm going to save to go on vacation and how I'm going to spend it and what I'm going to do with it. Melissa Smith. And then there's the advantage that you're going to say, well, these are the things that I think could derail me. Melissa Smith. But knowing it, then writing a job description that encourages people to work with you, then sharing it with their colleagues and friends and showing them how beautiful you are. And now you know, well, now I'm going to have this client. This client is going to pay for 3 months of this kind of work, and now I can really rent a VA for the next 3 months. And then it starts snowing from there. John Jantsch. But I guess you really had the idea that you could start with what it was. Define how people saw a virtual assistant. Melissa Smith. I always tell people that when you have a need, there is a virtual assistant. Melissa Smith. When I want a cup of coffee, I go to Starbucks. And then the other side is when you have a lot to do and you think, well, I don't know anyone who can do all these things. Maybe you need accounting, you need social media, and you need someone who can also be your administrative assistant. So I guess even within the Virtual Assistants Association, there are people who work as virtual content people and virtual web assistant and virtual marketing assistant, and not just what people think is the type of administrative work.